I want to tell you what you may not understand out there, what some of y'all may not understand, that we come to learn years ago. And now we're here in this space talking. And the reason why you look so incredibly stupid when you project your opinion when it comes down to black people, slave descendants, political stance, and our presence are our true blood and soil history. The reason you look so crazy and what you may not understand, and some of you may, but I'm going to speak it out, and that's what it takes. We, as Black Americans, have the blueprint to this country. We have the intellectual blueprint. We have the blueprint in terms of wars, of how it got here, in terms of all that. We are the very people who have made this place what it is in our families, in our history, in our intellect, in our IQ, even in our IQ. We have the blueprint. Now, what's so good about us is that we took a break on helping ourselves and started helping other people who in which we see and thought that was suffering. We try to help people who we think are suffering. So there's so many different ways we can come with this till it baffles you. You don't understand it. But because, however, that you don't understand it does not mean that it changes. It's going to stay the way it is and the way we are talking and telling you. The science is going to stay there. You cannot change that. We understood that is what has been going on. You have been trying to change the science. But white supremacy in America, you are in trouble. You're literally in trouble. You wrote everything down. You documented everything because you're so arrogant and because you feel so nefarious and powerful that you wanted an intellectual environment and an environment with um, artifacts. You wanted an environment with the blueprint. You wanted to put it down. You wanted to talk about it. It's scientific to you. The truth is scientific and the truth is there, the invoice. So this is what you were so arrogant to think that I'm going to always be in control and I'm going to always have authority over these people who are so great, and I'm going to write the truth down and I'm going to honor it in a way in which that it's supposed to be by writing it down, but not by standing by it, not by honoring their laws or constitution rights and as a people, but I'm going to honor the truth because it's the most incredible thing. It's the most scientific thing. It's the most real thing to do. So everything is written down. This is why America is running scared talking about critical race theory is because they know who black people are. People who are in government seating in power places and scientists and doctors know who we are because the writing is on the wall. And not just on the wall, the science is in the manuscript. It's all there. And we know it's all there. It can't change for the simple fact that a lot of black people don't even realize slaves were revolutionary. Once you study it, there's a lot of slaves who were not really slaves, they were revolutionary. They were not people that you can really use as a white supremacist operum because they were a people, and you're born as a people. You cannot take away the fact that somebody is a human being and that they have the intellect and the knowledge and the smarts of being in the image of a creator. And that's what humans are. We're creators. And so happened we created something that is major and that goes on and that people cannot help but enjoy and benefit from, or they will shoot themselves in the foot and cut their nose off and spike their face. And that is the work of Black Americans, FBO, FBA, and ADOS. So you can't get away from this. In America, you are in trouble. And a lot of people don't know it. Even some of our people don't know that you're in trouble. But we're telling them and getting them ready for the science and the talking points of understanding that you are in a situation due to your historical choices. So, and I bear witness. I bear witness. Yeah, we're making support chop. I bear witness that our people are coming around because I talk to them and I understand, and I have groups and stuff, and they're saying, "Oh my God, I'm getting a set of eyes from this type of leadership and this type of discourse, and they're using it effectively in politics." See, black people are not just running around like kids. Some black people are holding office. And some black people and a lot of black people are in places where their voices matter. And those, all of us are in a place where our voices matter. But a lot of us don't, have not subscribed to that. That has been the problem. But this movement we have is gained traction and will gain traction. There's no way to stop it. So what you're doing is befooning yourself as an immigrant who oppose our conversations. When you're not welcome, you shouldn't be there in the first place. So that speaks volumes alone. All white people who have gained and who are the people and the descendants of those who have caused this kind of anchor, especially in government. You can't change it yourself, and you have to face who you are, and you don't want to do that. And that is why that is why critical race theory is a thing, so that you don't have to mirror a regret, and you don't have to digest and be receptive to what is right and honorable. That is foolish of you to even try to approach this in this way. That is not sophisticated, which is another word for smart. It's really not. But you say you have a high IQ. This is what we doing. You see, we leading the narrative. We are the ones who have led the narrative. Also, we are the ones who have put down and was made to put down our baton through violent attacks of society and America in the United States. And we were made to put ourselves. So we chose to stand up for other people. Just not 4 years ago, black people were standing up for immigrants, saying that Donald Trump was treating them racist and putting a president in office who favor all these people when we were telling black people not to do that. So right now, as immigrants speak, you're right now living under the protection of black people, which you wouldn't be if it was left up to me, because I wouldn't have put Joe Biden in office. You guys needed to be corrected at that time, but that's okay. Even with him being there, it's kind of a good thing, and it is, to constantly wake up black people and to see what has actually happened, by this choice in your voter choices, by putting Democrats in office who are largely in support of subservitude among black people, and that means slavery. You're largely in support to keep the engine of slavery, and other people benefit, not just white people, because white people are losing their numbers, but those who white supremacy chose to partner with as a liberal and a Democrat, who they embody liberals and respect, the political respect through our government, but by choices of black people, by the black vote, by the fact that black people have a political capital in terms of the choices we make in legislation, due to the fact that we are natives to the United States, the slave descendant, not Africans and not Haitians and stuff, but us, the 40 million and 50 million of us. So this is where you're in trouble. And just for me to even say that should let you know and you understand that just that alone is just a snippet of who we are. And now we see that you are benefiting as we speak today in 2022. You're benefiting from our choices by your outcry to us as children. Let's make us safe. Donald Trump sending us home. Oh, make us safe. Your president, Barack Obama, he gave us DACA. Everything that you have and your tax dollars, you're supposed to be tax free as a slave descendant. But other groups don't pay taxes, but yours support my cause, yours support my housing, yours support my loans, and your dollars support my businesses. You need us and you don't want to say it. And those who are presumptuous to raise hell and talk crazy and are under the commentaries and inside all of this place where we talk on social media, you're foolish because you're waking up something you don't even understand. You're waking up asleep. You have woke up a sleeping giant. And it's only going to get larger, and we're going to be more effective and intellectual. We're going to be even more precise, and we have a laser sharp um, we're laser sharp with this. This is not just a talking point. This is science. This is a reality of government and political stance. Okay, so you're in trouble. The country has denied black people things that they're afraid to even talk about, and you can't get away from it because everything is written down. The laws are there, and not only we going doing this by laws and legislation, we're doing this as a community, as a code of conduct, and as a self-preservation, which is the first nature of law. And this means community first, and you are the people, and we are the people in terms of a society. First, we the people. Remember, we the people. Well, we the people. If we was not the people, you would not be safe in our homes, in our countries. Especially you little old immigrants who are born here as an anchor baby who think that you can say anything because now you have benefited from the 14th and the 15th Amendment, which belongs to the slave descendant. See, we give you everything. We nursing you a bottle. You a baby. You don't even know where you at. You don't know what this is. But we here to tell you. And see, you have to understand, you will not win this argument, and this will go down in history, and reparations will happen. And not only that, I'll give you another thing. Black people are getting ready to be in charge and in lead because we have the blueprint. Andrew Yang shooting up people and all these kind of stuff that y'all been doing, that will not walk around because we're too powerful. We wake and sleep a giant. We have not been using our power for ourselves. We have been using it for you, and you should be grateful. But you're not, a lot of you, and you are presumptuous, and you think that because black people have been bestowed upon in a way where they go against themselves in politics, that is not phasing us either. We're pulling them down as well. They are embarrassed. Can't you see the head of CBC talking about study reparations, which we don't want no study. We want you to honor it in terms of being more progressive with it. But can't you see the conversation coming? Can't you see the white supremacists running, talking about race theory? Can't you see the fact that they have tried to use a gay agenda to put in front of the black agenda out of fear? Can't you see the fact that immigrants are now being pointed out who are black people, and we're saying, oh, you're not us. You don't share our legacy. No wonder your talking point is this way. No wonder you have these kind of views. Can't you see Simone Sanders being embarrassed because she was a basically part of the opera of white supremacy, the mammy class, Stacey Abrams? Can't you see we are powerful enough? We have the blueprint. And for those who are smart, I want you to take this commentary and take this literature that I'm doing right now and the dialogue. Take this to a benefit to yourself and learn and change your mind, because I'm not asking you to back down because of anything. I want you to do this for yourself and take the right baton so that you can go down in history in an honorable manner, because you will not win. This is who we are. I don't think people understand how prestigious this is in terms of what we are and who we are, saying we don't have a culture, but you benefit from our culture, and you have ran from your own situation because you don't feel important, and you have not done the things that it takes and that should happen in a society to make it safe. You have not done that. And see, that's the problem. And some of you know it, but you don't want us to say nothing. Y'all are used to us just kind of overlooking stuff and not really talking about it and allowing folks. We've done that in a benevolent way by not opening our eyes to what we need, but trying to protect you, because you need an awful lot in time you running from your country. You need an awful lot. Anytime you saying in the media and trying to get black people to stand with you, especially Asians and Latinos, during the time Donald Trump was in office. You was begging our people and our politicians and our state senators, and they went out there and they did it. So this is the proof in the pudding. So I don't know what IQ level you have, but it's ridiculously low, or something is wrong with you because we're not playing a game here, and you don't know who we are. But welcome, and we have introduced ourselves, and we'll continue to, so that you do not be misinformed along the way. Those who have the right humility and awareness would understand that. So you need to understand this, and as long we understand this as a support to ourselves and to this country at large. And as I say on my talks to the United States government and to the people, cut the check.